Cutting season. Gotta get rid of this. For men, that's the last. It's the final frontier. Cutting from like 195. Down. 15 pounds.
What's up guys, Derek, moreplacemoreneeds.com. Today we're going to be talking about Tai Lopez. I've had this on my to-do list for a long time. He's been quickly making some drastic body composition changes over the past however many months. Bunch of people have been DMing me about him, but the most recent one sort of just set me over because apparently this guy's like basically peeled at this point, or he's at least on his way. Natty or not, Tai Lopez, dude. I don't know why this is just so funny to hear. Natty or not, Tai Lopez. Dude dropped like 30 pounds in a matter of weeks. So getting into his Instagram, you can see he has a lot more body-focused posts lately. This apparently has 1 million fucking views. Holy shit. So this is him. You can see the full outline of the six-pack here as he's doing these L-sit chins, apparently. So he is crunching his abs up and doing these chin-ups. Obviously a athletic maneuver, and he looks pretty solid. You know, you can see a visible six-pack, and he has some mass on him now, whereas previously he did not really. If we go look back at some of his old posts, this was him in 2015. Use peer pressure to your advantage like Arnold did. Snapchat your pictures every night. Arnold would wear shorts to show his weakest link, his calves, and he would wear baggy sweaters to cover up his strongest points, his chest and arms. He didn't like being embarrassed publicly, so wearing shorts forced him to work harder on his legs. I Snapchat a shirtless pic every night to pressure myself to keep leaning out. Let's see what he says.
Night, every day, snap a picture of yourself to hold yourself accountable to your goals. Getting lean, losing weight, adding weight, whatever it is.
Knowledge. All right, so anyways, December 30th, 2015. Let's go look at some other posts here. Okay, this was a recent one. We'll get to that in a sec. Obviously, you can see the drastic amount of size he's packed on, though, in the past 5 years, despite the fact that he's in his 40s now. So here we go to 2019. You can see what his body composition sort of looks like, I guess, here. He doesn't have a whole lot of shirtless content, to be honest, but, I found what I could. Here he's just fucking smoking people in a sprint, I guess.
Better than jogging.
Quite the view. Anyways, here we are in 2019. Boom, filling out the long sleeve. Filling out the, I don't even know what color red you would call this. The marble red, the fucking rouge red, the goddamn purple red. Tight long sleeve. Just absolute plate chest of the gods plowing through this fucking shirt here. So anyways, I'm not even trying to be a dick about it. Like, it actually looks very good. He has a very good chest from what I can see, and he's filling out the shirt nicely. First time haven't needed glasses since 19, LASIK. So totally unrelated, but obviously the body composition seems to be beefing up a bit here. Here he is in 2020, January 9th. Wow, how long has this been on my to-do list? Holy fuck. Like, I'm looking at posts from a year ago. So yeah, obviously here, substantial difference in terms of, you can just see the cap in his delts here almost. Like, the guy is definitely developing that more androgenic type look and getting some more lean mass than he otherwise had in his years prior, even when he was adhering to a fitness regimen, from what I can tell. So anyways, this is a, reasonable bench press, and he looks pretty fucking solid. Moving forward to February 9th, 2020. Bulked up to 200, full fucking mass mode here. No imaginary lat syndrome, just fucking chilling like a house. Looking pretty solid. And chest now 48 inches flexed. Fuck.
Our chest is 48.
That's 48, man. That's awesome, bro.
Okay. What is back at? Our chest is 48.
All right, so solid. But you can obviously tell the amount of mass he's packed on since, back in his accountability logs in 2015, all right? So this is in his late 30s, moving into early 40s. All of a sudden, he's a fucking truck stick. And moving into March 3rd, 2020, really beefing up at this point. Chest exploding, nips popping, 3D delts with their own gravitational field. Everything is absolutely fucking splendid in this photo here. And he is full, you know, confident, douchey bulk mode at the moment. I don't even, and maybe that's not the best way to describe it, but you know, you just get the mean mug on, you're looking fucking hoss, so you take a pic and you're filling up the long sleeve, you know, why not? Fuck it. 204 pounds, now 3 months of cutting. So this is March 3rd. So, I don't know, I wonder if the cut lasted longer than anticipated, because it's now like a year later, dude, and we're still cutting. Here he is, bulked, May 11th, bulked up to 200, now cutting. Well, you just started? It's been like 2 fucking months since your last post. So after 2.5 months, he decides to cut. So, oh, he's mid-cutting. He's 184 pounds mid-cut. My bad. Sorry, fuck. That was rude of me. So anyways, here he is. As you can see, put on a decent amount of size. All of a sudden, there's a cap on the delt, dude. Was this cap there before? No, it was just, you know, dad bod status. Now, sure, he's holding, you know, a lot of excessive body fat, but you can see how much lean mass he's packed on his upper body here. And you know, once he peels off the flab, that the new, you know, tissue will be revealed and look solid. So moving forward from May 11th, all of a sudden we jump to, boom, February 2nd of this year, cutting season. Light calorie deficit is easier than extremes. Lots of good mentors coaching me. Want to cut to 8 to 9%, still a while to go. Apparently he's being coached by Greg O'Gallagher, 400 calorie deficit daily. So, 19 pounds to go, apparently.
Get rid of this. For men, that's the last. It's the final frontier. Cutting from like 195. Down. 15 pounds.
All right, so now moving forward, that was February. We're up to March, and now you can see the visible six-pack. You know, not super cut, but it's there, you know? And obviously the mass he's packed on has definitely made itself apparent since his, you know, younger days in his 30s. So putting on the amount of size he has obviously incites a lot of speculation about if this guy is indeed doing it naturally or if he is indeed on the Sazul. And we go to the Natty or Juice subreddit. Has this guy been hitting the juice as well as the books? And this is a picture from his Snapchat, and you can see the vascularity, the 3D-ness, the upper chest shelf and a half, solid fucking hair, still in his 40s, and starting to peel off the flab. And obviously the most recent shots of him, is this the same fucking one? I don't even remember. So anyway, dropped 30 pounds in a matter of a couple of weeks. I don't know if that's actually accurate. But either way, the guy's retaining, you know, what appears to be the majority of his size, despite, you know, being in an aggressive deficit. And being, you know, if you were natural, you would expect you'd probably lose a decent amount of mass and or strength. And so far does not seem to be the case. Let's see what the consensus is. Lives in Cali and is an influencer. Hormone therapy clinics everywhere. 100% on a healthy dose of tests just like everyone else. Body's naturally natty achievable, especially at his height. So yeah, his body is natty achievable, but is it natty achievable for him in this time frame? That is the question. Knowledge, yeah, 100%. So shit, imagine juicing and looking like this and smiling. It's kind of fucking rude. You know what I like more than my cut chest and veiny forearms? Knowledge. Man, people gotta lighten up. If he's on juice, he has failed massively. He looks like a random grown man back before everyone started eating and sitting on their ass 24/7. No, he doesn't. What fucking dads who just sit there have 3D cap delts? Fucking none of them, dude. I imagine he's not using supraphysiological doses. I'm sure he's on perhaps a reasonably generous TRT dose, but it is, you know, probably somewhat representative of therapeutic replacement. I'm sure he's not blasting his face off in his 40s. He probably just wants to get in shape and optimize, which if you haven't seen my video I just posted recently on how testosterone makes effort feel good, I feel like that was a really good little teaser into the neurological side of testosterone and why entrepreneurs may want to optimize testosterone, not just for body composition changes, because a lot of people think, oh, you know, you want to take TRT to get shredded and jacked. Like, no, there's a lot of mental components that come from it, especially as an entrepreneur pushing into their 40s who is, you know, dropping their free testosterone levels by upwards of 2% per year just due to, you know, deteriorating function of organs and shit. So for Tai, I would not be surprised if he is on TRT. I highly doubt he's gassing super fucking hard. I bet he's on reasonable TRT, following a strict diet regimen, or at least a calorie allotment regimen by Greg O'Gallagher, and is well on his way to getting some defined abs and keeping some of the mass he gained during that bulk phase. And at the same time, probably keeping his mind sharp while he's in that deficit, which otherwise would be more difficult to do when you're depriving yourself of macronutrients and you're in your 40s already, dealing with, the pitfalls of aging, unfortunately. And that's not to say you can't get shredded in your 40s and be a successful entrepreneur. I'm just sure, to me, he seems like the kind of guy who would probably optimize. I think the likelihood is pretty high that he probably jumped on the bandwagon and is probably on TRT at this point all of a sudden, cap delts out of nowhere, making crazy changes out of nowhere. And, I think there's more motivation above and beyond just the body composition. So anyways, that is my stance. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Is Tai Lopez natty or not? All the comments help the algorithm and they're much appreciated. Like, subscribe, check out my blog, moreplates.com. Follow me on Instagram at moreplates_moredates. Facebook, Snapchat, BitChute, Twitter, TikTok, Apple Podcasts. If you want to support the channel, you can check out anything I'm associated with in the video description below, including my TRT clinic. It's all telemedicine from the comfort of your own home. We have very qualified patient care coordinators and doctors I've vetted myself personally that reflect the highest quality information in the industry, bar none. And anything else I'm associated with, including my recommended lab tests and diagnostics and anything else I'm associated with, it's all in the video description below. Thank you guys for watching. Talk to you soon.